Hey y'all, it's Alexus. I'm here just to show you my everyday glam look. This is my skin. I have pretty much dry skin. I do have oily spots around my T-zone, but for the most part my skin is pretty dry all year round. Just pinning up my hair, don't mind the edges because I did not lay them down. And I'm just going in with my moisturizer, which is by L'Oreal, and it is the Hydra Genius for dry skin. They do have an extra dry skin one, and it comes in like a little jar, which I love, but I put that one on at nighttime. For this one, I just like the way it makes my skin feel, and it makes it a nice base. It gives me a nice little glow up under my makeup. And to, intensify that glow, I use my Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. And I'm just shaking it up, shake it, girl, shake, shake, shake. I'm just shaking it up because with this product, I do like it. But if you don't shake it up, it will spray like big clumps of glitter on your face if it's not shaken up. It has a ball in there in the middle of the bottle for you to use. And before the video, I already had done my eyebrows, and I'm just gonna clean them up with this concealer. And yeah, if y'all want an eyebrow tutorial, let me know. But the reason why I didn't put it in there is because my brows aren't the best, and no one wants my brows. I'm still learning a little bit with my brows about how I want them, because at one point I used to want them really skinny, then I wanted them really thick. Now I'm just trying to find like a way in the middle, but I'm still learning, so that's why I didn't put it in there. But if y'all want to see one, just let me know. And then I'm just going to use a little small concealer brush just to clean up my brows. Yeah. Y'all bear with me because this is my first video, so this is also my first voiceover, and I'm trying to go with the video and, still talk a little bit, but not too much. Just leave in the comment section if I talk too much or not enough, but I'm pretty sure it's too much. Now I'm just patting up under my lip because it can get a little oily when I use that spray up under there, and this is how my skin is glowing after all the products I've set in. Whoa, okay. Now I'm just going in with my L'Oreal True Match Lumi foundation in the color, I do not remember, but I will have it down below. This is kind of my transitioning spring color, transitioning between winter and summertime. I live in North Carolina, so there's not really that much sun out here right now. It's a little rainy, and it's been a little cold. Well, not this week. Actually, this week we had snow on Tuesday, and then we had 85 degrees on Thursday. So right now our weather is all over the place. But my skin is getting a little bit tanner with these 80-degree weather days, these random hot days, and I have to walk to class. I challenge myself to walk to class every day, so I'm getting a little tan, and I like getting a little tanner. I like getting tanner. I like the way my melanin glows when it hits the sun. But yeah, I'm just blending that all in my face with my foundation brush from Maybelline. Now I'm going in with my concealer, Gotcha Covered, Total Coverage Concealer in the color Tan, I'm pretty sure. And I'm just squeezing that on this brush. And one thing about this thing is you got to squeeze, okay? And I'm just putting that all over. It's a really nice, like honey color. It kind of matches my skin a little bit, so later on you will see me try to brighten it up just a smidget, because it's like one shade lighter than my actual skin complexion, but it's a little bit more yellow. And I'm just gonna cover up, that little mustache area, but we're not gonna tell nobody, sis. We're just gonna cover it up. Then I'm going in with my L'Oreal, the new concealer they just came out with, and I do not remember the color of that either. But the reason why I wore it with my eyes is because they don't really have that many color selections for darker skin. It's either like medium or really dark, which is nice that they do have like darker options. But for like kind of brown girls like me, that's kind of in the middle of light skin and dark skin, they just really didn't have a concealer color for us. It was our complexion or like 5 shades lighter. So I use a little bit of it and just blend that in. Now I'm using my Maybelline Fit Me powders, which I love. I got them in all colors, but I use deep the most, and then I use a little bit of medium deep, which you will see. First I'm putting deep on my sponge and I'm just blowing that off. I got that trick from Alyssa Ashley, how she blows off her sponge before she sets her face, which takes away all the excess. And then I dip it into the medium deep, which kind of is like a little more yellow, a little more of a light yellow, and the deep is more of like a natural powder. So it just gives me that like natural but a little bit of a highlighted powder look under my eyes. And then I put a little bit extra around my bags just so they just kind of, won't be so baggy. Erykah Badu told us best, bag lady, you gonna miss your bus. And I'm not trying to miss my bus, so I'm trying to cover it all up. I'm just putting that up under my eyes. I do not set the rest of my face because, like I said earlier, I do have very dry skin, and so I just like to set it under my eyes really so that my concealer won't move, because I also have lines under my eyes, so the powder kind of just like sets the lines that I already have there, and I won't make any more. But I don't really bring that too far down, just a little bit around the nose area to keep the glow on like my cheeks. And then I'm using this Black Radiance powder palette, and I'm using the darkest one, and I kind of combine the Sculpt and the contour shades together, and it kind of makes it like it's my bronzer when I put the Sculpt color together with it. It kind of gives that orange but bronzy look. I don't really contour every day, but I do like to, make it look like I only had a salad when I had a double cheeseburger. You feel me? So I'm just putting that on all the areas that you normally contour bronze. The cheekbones around the forehead, cover up my double chins, make my chin look a little smaller. And around my nose, which you will see, I use the brush around my nose just to get the product there, and then I go in with a smaller brush to really define my nose, and I just put just a little bit of the extra product on my eyes because I'm not really an eyeshadow person, but sometimes but I like to put the bronzer on there just to make everything look unison. And I'm just snatching my nose, trying not to breathe, at least making it look like it. And then I'm going in with that Sculpt color and putting that on my eyes. Like I said, I don't really do eyeshadow every day. I actually rarely do eyeshadow. If I do eyeshadow, it's because I'm going out and I'm trying to really look nice. But for an everyday look, I like to just put my bronzer and my Sculpt on my eyes and call it a day. Sometimes we just don't got time for all that. You see, I can't breathe. That's how skinny my nose is. And then a trick that I like to do is just go back in with my sponge with a little excess powder and go as close as I can to my contour on my nose, and it kind of just makes your nose look even smaller. Now that I used a lot of powders, a lot of powders for me, I like to spray my face some more, because spraying your face using a setting spray when you have dry skin, I'm trying to tell you, it makes a big difference. It makes all those powders like set so they don't look so powdery on our already dry skin. Now with my setting spray still a little wet, I like to go into the Carly Bible palette, which I still use. And I like to use the highlighting shades at the bottom. I don't really use the eyeshadows, but the highlighting shades are bomb to me. They make my skin look so good, and even in this video it didn't make my skin look as good as it did in person. I don't know, I just feel like a glowy goddess. In the video it kind of makes it seem like a natural highlight, but it's not super natural. I look nice and glowy in person. And I just put that on everything. I use the darkest 3 ones and like just mix them all together and put them on my cheekbones, my forehead, my nose, my upper lip, my chin, you know, just everywhere, because I just like the glowy look. Especially when you have dry skin, you're always doing the matte look, so it feels good to put on some highlighter and just illuminate your face. And this is what the base is looking like with all of it. I'm just highlighting my shoulder because I'm extra. This is something you will learn about me. And then I'm going in with my Wet n Wild H2O proof eyeliner in the color dark brown. And I like this eyeliner not for my eyes. I like to do my moles with it because it's like the perfect mole color. It's not too brown to make it look like fake, like you just put some brown dots on your face, but it's not black to make it look like you just put black dots on your face. It's like a dark brown, which looks so natural on my skin. And I just put those in just random spots. I just put it on my chin, on my nose, and up under my eye. Yeah, I have a mole on my chin, but my sister has a mole on her nose, and my mom has a mole under her eye. So I just kind of combined all of them, my mom, my sister, and my mole. And I just added that extra one. I don't know why. Like I said, I'm just extra. And I'm just letting that dry because I like to put a little powder on top of it before. Lord, I didn't drop my lashes. Great job, Lex. But I like to put a little powder on it after the moles dry, so then it looks even more natural. And while I'm putting the glue on my lashes, I like to, while they're drying a little bit, getting tacky, I like to use this white eyeliner from Wet n Wild and line my waterline with it. It just makes me look more awake. And for the lashes that I showed, I actually will not be putting those on. I got those lashes when I got my clip-ins, but I used some lashes that I got from AliExpress, which I can do a video on if you like. And the mascara that I'm using is just the Revlon all-in-one mascara my mom actually bought for me, and I really like it because the brush is really small, so I can get up into my lashes real good. And I like to use it on my natural lashes when I'm not using falsies, but since I am, I'm just putting it on my bottom lash line. And now I'm just deciding whether I want to go glossy or matte. And I just decided that I wanted to go matte. So what I'm doing is just taking off my lip balm that I put on before the video. And I'm just going in with my 99-cent lip liner because they just do the job for me. And it's just easier to access. Beauty supply stores are everywhere where I'm from. So I'm just putting that, lining that all around my lips. And then at first I put on London, which is the color from NYX, the soft matte lip creams from NYX. It's in the color London. But it really didn't go with it didn't really go with the look that I had in my mind. So later on in the video, I changed it to Abu Dhabi, and I liked it just a lot more. So now this is me just using my hairpin just to get the glue at the front of my lashes, because for some reason it just doesn't stick at first when I do it. And this is just me. Let's just take a second and just, and just love it. Like, yes, girl, yes. So this is the finished look. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell, because I promise you I have so many ideas for my channel and you don't want to miss out. And make sure you comment below if any suggestions that you have for me. I'm open for any ideas. Thank you. I can't address that enough. And peace. Ta-ta.